And so 30 megawatts would be one of these making. However, like I said, there are better arc power recipes out there. But these still work on arc mark 1s. But if we add... Oh wait, this is more or less tired. This is just making them... Oh, this makes them relax faster. What do we need? Some pi science. And making bedding isn't too hard. But then we would also be able to make Arcs Mark II. But no, this is how to get Arcs Mark II untired. They need energy drinks. And later on we have these, but this is way too expensive to do. Dingrits. How do we write these? Land animals. Not the cows. Land animals. Augs. Like this. But this is only to make better caged ox. Land animals Mark II. Domestication Mark II. Aren't there any better... how do we write them? They have such a weird name. AUOGS. AUOGS. There we go. We can make him beefier. We can make him guttier. We can make him bonier, lardier, bloodier, smarter, skinnier. Coke is made from Koa as an Angel's mod? Yes, it is. I'll show you soon what the problem is. I just want to... What the fuck? I love these icons. These icons are amazing. Okay. Yeah, the problem is... the problem that I'm currently having is we are burning through our coke. We had a couple of coke fields down here, coal fields down here. This one is already almost empty. This is going dark. This one is gone. And these were like 1 million in total. And now we have this one. And you can probably watch this one shrink also. Even though we produce lots and lots of coal out of it, and can make lots and lots of coke out of it. The problem I'm currently having is we do require lots and lots of coke. We do have this advanced coke factory over here, which makes more coke. But even this one is just running non-stop making coke. And this is for base usage. This is not even for power usage. This down here is for power usage. Which means we are using... Yeah, we're using 3,000 coke. Now we're producing up to 3,000 coke per minute. 2.6, and we're using the same amount. And that's a lot. That's a fuck lot. And I want to trim this number down. And maybe switch it over to other products. Else we will also be burning through this one. And at some point be burning through this one. You would say this is like 40 million. But trust me, we will eat and guzzle it up. That would be the short-term solution. Just... like, maybe make a train station down here. Actually, we can make a train station down here. Pick up everything up a train, move it over, and keep everything going as it is. However, with a good arc setup. Because usual, like I said, we get 15 megawatts from this thing. 15 megawatt. But we have to subtract the amount of power we require for the perfume base. Which is 500 megawatts, kilowatts per bay, and we'll probably need 4 per one of these. So we're making 13 megawatts, which Currently, we can be making up to 715. However, we can only make 60% of that, or 50%, 60%. So we can make up to, what is this? 420 megawatts, and we're already using half of it. And we do have sometimes some power spikes. Then again, if we go down the pollution-heavy road and make more power out of oil, we're probably going to do both, to be perfectly honest. Are there some... Oh, there are. Not all of these make the same amount of combustion mixture. Some of them only make 100. And I've seen some that make like 600. But I don't think we have... Oh, this makes 200. Out of lot. But yeah, this is making it out of fuel oil would probably be our best best available recipe, which we can do for now. But that would mean mixing oil and coke to make power. And we also don't have... Well, we have lots of these oil fields out of here, but we can't build on the medium yet. We definitely can't build on the large and bigger ones. So the only ones we have available are the small ones. For example, these over here, we can't use them. Also, what the fuck is that sound? And I kind of want to make a power plant that just goes, like, forever. That we do not never ever have to do anything about, except making more food. And making dog food is pretty simple, actually. You only need these Viking plantations. Some moss, some seaweed. And some plastic. Plastic is something we can make out of tar. Or out of other stuff. There are probably better plastic recipes available. We do need to make some CO2 for the moss farms, but we can probably make coke out of Viking. Isn't that the recipe? Or we can make coal out of Viking, I think. Yes! And then we can burn that into coke and burn that into CO2. Yeah, it's these things. Or is it? It's probably those things. So we could make more of these plantations, which is not a problem. We have more than enough of these shrooms available to make... Where are these shrooms going? Are you making aromatics? Yes. Oh! Look at this. You require aromatics. So we can make plastic out of the shrooms, which we can also make coal out of the shrooms, for which we then can make food out of the stuff, which we then can use to breed dogs. We need moss, water, food, and cages. Then we could just make a cage factory somewhere and have constant cage matches. We're probably also not going to belt the stuff, because belting it seems a little bit annoying. Hey there, Huggy Beats! That's the sound of the mushroom language. Speaking of... Patreon. I'm not quite sure if you can see it on his normal page, but I could see it because I got a message. He did post... you have to be joined up to see it. He did post a new kind of enemy for by mods, where we would have... as we all know, biters are not really a good thing that mix well with these big bases, but he does have some infestations, plant life infestations that can come invade your base, which does look kind of cool. And Huggy Beats, how are you doing, my friend? we're currently discussing power. We are currently making some resorts over here for... I have to show this again. This is just... It looks so stupid, but it also looks so fun. Let's see. We need some more fiber. Let's pick up some more fiber. It's over here, not too far away. But we could then be making a couple... meat plantations to... That's actually not a bad idea, to be perfectly sane about it. We could just make like a good old big farm. Where we either fully render ox or partial render them only for the meat. Then we feed the meat to the other ox to do the power for us. Then the ox that do the power will get special treatment, obviously. Everything will be done by robots. And then the only thing we would have to import would be cages from a cage factory. So, also, look at this. Look at him sitting there in the corner, relaxing like a jackass. And having a bot bringing him drinks. Did you finish making your active carbon production layout? We never started that. We were thinking about making active carbon, it's still up there. But currently power is the issue. We did finish up our own LTN system, which we now have. Vanilla LTN system, to be exact. So then, if we want to do it like this, we would need... Is it still a 4-to-1 ratio if we use the other recipe? It would probably be a 3-to-1 ratio. That would definitely be a 3-to-1. So we would have a resort. And robots would be picking them up and putting them down. We would have a fiber plantation. We would have a meat plantation. We would have a food plantation. Okay, I think I see how we can do this. However, we will have to make the arc power plants in our pocket. And if we want to make a decently sized power plant, that's making more than the thing we're doing now. 2 of these make 30, 4 of these make 60, 8 of these makes 120, 40. We would have 40 of these, 180 of these, no, 120 of these, and then we would have to support these. These would be going non-stop. So we would be needing... Oh, I have to write this down, else I'll forget it. Oop. So, 40 power, 120, what is it called? Bay. We will build it riverside, definitely, or a coastal side. Then, if we have 120 of these, we do need... that's like 120 divided by 30, that's 4. So we would need 20 meat per second. It's like a metal festival, 20 meat per second. And 20 fiber per second. Just do a line of resorts and a line of generators. I'm actually thinking about using robots. But we will see. I'm just calculating numbers first. After I know the numbers, I can think about a layout. Now, 20 meat per second. Really 20 per... Yeah, we have 120. So we would need 600 meat every 30 seconds. Yep, that's 20 meat per second. And we can currently butcher ox at a rate of half a meat per second. So we would need 40 butcheries. And 40 butcheries would require... Let's see, one of you makes this... Oh, this is going to be absolutely insane. To make one of these, we would need 6 of these. So we would need 240 arc paddocks. together with 40 butcheries. And then we would also need a shitload of plantations. Does this actually make power is the question. 240 paddocks. Yeah, that should be fine. Nah, that should be fine for power-wise. Power-wise, it should be fine. Then the big question is, how much moss do we need? We have 240, so 1,200 every 150 seconds. I need a calculator. 1,200 every 150. So that's 8 per second. That's actually doable. 8 moss per second is doable. And we need a fifth of it, so 8 divided by 5 per second in ARC food. Only to feed these boys. Okay. I think this could be a fun build. It would definitely be a weird build. And then we do need a ton of cages. So we will probably just make the cages on site. And it will all be robot powered. Yeah. That sounds fine. Super weird, but it could work. So. Let's just make a dump chest over here. Jen! How are you doing, my friend? Oh, these don't even stack. That's super annoying. That's the reason. Jen, how was your stream? You have been doing some multiplayer Factorio, as I've seen. And did you fix that audio issue? I jumped in there because I saw you live and wanted to know what you were doing. And then I didn't have any audio, which was a little bit sad. Oh, you probably should shut it off. Oh. Let's put you in there and let's put you up there. Good. We're making an insane build today. And where are we going to place it? I think well, this is probably not that big enough. I mean, this is going to be like 500 buildings. This is 100. So to get a sense of the scale, it will probably be 5 times as big as this thing. What the fuck? Which means we will definitely be building it with robots. Your base? What's with your base? And then we will bring in per train steel, iron, titanium, and I think it's nickel and lead, is it? Yes, nickel and lead. We could be making the solder extra. So we would need titanium, iron for the sticks, and some solder to make the cages. Yes, we just decided to make some arc power. And arc power will look like this. We have 1 of these. And then 3 of these. This makes a good balance. And we will be making 40 of these things together. So that's already the first 160 buildings we have to build. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go downstairs and start placing the automation in our factory. Also, where did I put Prod at? Oh, he's still down there. Perfect. So that we can at least automate the building of the stuff that we need. We do have to calculate a little bit more, just to get the numbers down. But everything will be plant-based and meat-based, and as such, we can probably make a sustainable arc power generator, which will be absolutely massive in size, will be absolutely insane to look at, and it will be absolutely massive fun. Once we have the first, we can just double it. Now that's also the thing I'm thinking about. I would rather build something, instead of going as big as we are going now, I would rather go with like something as a recursive blueprint or something that we can just stitch together and expand it as we need. But that still would require us... Oh, I still have these ox in my pocket. That's annoying. Yeah, let's put the ox in the crawdad. Yeah. Also, oh, that's going to be super annoying. How much power do these require? Actually, quite a lot. So, what do we need? We definitely need spore collectors. There we go. Copy, paste. And make up to 100 of them. Start building. Then we definitely need to make key calc stuff. Okay. No, that's Felicia. Key calc is over here. Then we definitely need to make... we are making moss farms, we're making seaweed farms. Orc paddocks is something that we need to make. And make like up to 100 of them. Then we also need the arc power plants. Where are they? Are they in here? Yes, they are in here. For these, we need to bring in some arcs. So we probably have to make a breeding pit or something. But connect it up and make up to 100 of them. Then we're also going to make these buffoon bays. Make 100 of them. I'm already making these recyclers. Did I put them in at some point? Because we do need them at some point. I don't think we're making them yet. Make also these while we're at it. Copy paste. And make like 100 of these. Then, while we're at it, let's just continue making the stuff that we need. We want to switch it over to lab mice at some point, so we could also already start making these. We need to automate slaughterhouses, definitely. So, slaughterhouse. Make 100 of them. Did I? Wait a minute. No, it is fine. We don't need any of these. We don't need any of that. Flower plantations? Yes. Up to 100 of them. Then... spore collectors is something we are making. What else do we need? We do need to make a biofactory. Do we need a solid separator? Probably not. Wait a minute. No, this is made in a gasifier, and then this is made in a biofactory. So we do need to automate biofactories. Biofactories are in here. paste. Connect it up. Squeezer wrench? What the fuck? Yeah, it's a lot of stuff to build. That's also a reason why I wanted to already set it up. So that we can get it going. Good. We're not going to build cages over here. We probably still need some intermediate products. We're making engine, we're making all of this. Speaking of intermediate products, we do want... Where are my soil extractors? They should be over here somewhere. Yes. Give me those 4. Let's remove 3 of these. You can stay, but you can go. Make a pump. So you make limestone, you make soil. That's fine. And then... Where's that water pump? There. It's here. You make water. Good. Because we also need limestone and soil in this thing over here. But we also need sand. Now, what's the easiest make? Let me just go over here. It's less loud over here. What's the easiest way to make sand? We can crush it. We can extract it. We can make it out of soil, but then we also get tailings. I'm actually thinking about doing it like this. With a sand extractor. And I'm pretty sure we can place it anywhere where we want. And we only need a bit of sand. We don't need like huge amounts of sand. So where's the thing? There it is. Oh, you make sand, copy paste. Perfect, you order up sticks. Excellent. And then you just make sand. We should also order up like maybe 200. No, I did it again. To click enter twice. Good. And now more of these productions buildings will be built. Now, there's still much to do. And before we actually can do any of these big builds reliable, we should probably... I mean, we're still doing good for power. We're not using too much of it, and it's running stable. So, before we get another total blackout, which is a thing that can happen at any time, as always, we can hook up these coal fields. There are these small coal fields everywhere. And maybe even consolidate them and put them on a train line system. That's probably something we can do. And then at least prepare this thing to continue working with external coal. So, we're going to need a ton of mines. Yeah, they haven't made... Okay, you did make some, but you're out of stuff. That's fine. We should also, yeah, things we absolutely should do. Did we already make one by chance? No, we didn't. There you are. You're missing circuits. Here, have these. And these. And these. I'm just stealing them from everywhere. How many circuits do you need? I'm just stealing them all. You have all the circuits. Here, have these. You also need titanium. Who is hoarding all the titanium? We actually have a titanium train. No. Do I have some titanium on myself? No. But you made one. Perfect. And we have one somewhere else. Ah. Yeah, we really do have to fix up that CO2 problem. Up in the north. In the east, I mean. Also just fix it by using more coke. But I'm not a big fan of that. Also put that in there. That, we don't need food. That should be fine. Run, Crawdad, run! Is that my new tank? No, that's the same tank as always. We have Crawdad, and Crawdad is bloody amazing. I grew him in a lab. Oh, but sometimes he is kinda pole hungry. I did it again. Let's see, where's this? There we are. Fuck you up over here. It's actually all the way over here. Make stronger poles! No. Crawdad will murder them all. Also, poles are pretty tough. So yeah, we currently, let's at least set up, what the fuck? It was way too big. Can at least maybe set it up a bit differently. Why does it have to be this big? Go. And then place you next to it. You make CO2 from biomass when I can find it. There we go. You pull it over. And then let's connect it up like this. This will not make the biomass fast enough, but it will at least make a bit of it. And we just need just enough to make this machine go again. Also, while we're here, pick up these. Let's find that other recycler, pick up some titanium, and then make a couple more recyclers. Let's see, is this the titanium line? It is. Eat it. That should be enough. How much meat do you have? 31, that's fine. And we should also pick up some tracks and build that new train station. And then maybe make use of our new LTN system. Well, our vanilla LTN system. But implementing that would also be super tedious. Which reminds me, we do need to make a track blueprint, which we can place down, so that we get free cables out of it. Also, I'm not running crawdad in here. This will just ruin everything. Let's see, where are these recyclers over there? Here, have this titanium. Out of steel. You require steel. Give me your steel. There we go. That's another tree. You require steel. There you go. You require steel. There you go. How many is this? This is another 5. That should probably be enough. We don't have to max it out completely. Just having a couple of them going again should be fine. As long as we're making some chromium again. That would make stuff so much easier. Then let's also go up north and see if we can pick up some more silver. If we can make some more blue signs. And if we can make more blue signs, we will definitely invest it to make personal reports a thing. But don't we need... Wait. Do they require red circuits? They do require red circuits. Maybe do I really want to bootstrap that? This factory has kind of stopped doing what it's doing. Why is that? Because you're full of sand, because you're full of stuff, and you're not making any lead anymore. That should be fine. Don't jinx it. Oh god. I will have to take a look at it after the stream. Dang it! Well, the good thing is I am replacing these poles one by one with medium power poles. I already ran through that once. And we're going the long way around. It's easier than going straight to the factory. Have you fixed your glass yet? Yes, I did, Heintje. And Heintje, is there a reason why you are a follower again? Did you unfollow at some point? Because you're currently standing at the top of my list. Did you hit... Ah, dang it. Or did you hit that unfollow button by accident? No, glass is going super. We have this big-ass glass factory over here making not enough glass at the moment. Probably because we're not getting... Why are you struggling? Is it still an excellent? Yeah, we have to improve the excellent production. We are the tailings are choking ourselves. Tried to be number 200 yesterday. Ah, wait a minute. Didn't you also try that for number 150? Don't I remember that? Wasn't there a thing? That's fine, mate. That's fine. Probably. At least you're honest about it. So let's make this a little bit more accessible. What did I disconnect? Only this. Okay, that's fine. Remove all of this. Then pick up all the wood. There we go. So, recyclers. 1. These are ludicrously large. Like, what the fuck? Do I even have to move the water pump? The water pump will be living over here now. There we go. Yes, these are massive buildings. And they don't even produce that fast, which is even more annoying. Let's see, where does it begin over here? And you begin over there. Since when did... Wait a minute. Good. We need... This will be input. We also probably need power down here then. That should be fine. Output. Input. Output. Input. What am I missing? Copper! Really? Copper! Ah, that's super annoying. Why am I missing copper? Because I am missing circuits, that's the thing. Can't I just steal, like, an inserter? Also, yeah, there we go. Then again, the copper line is coming over here, so we will just have to make one in our pocket then. Yeah, the only good thing is you don't have to select a recipe anymore, so you can just dump stuff in and recycle it. However, finding a good recipe that makes the thing that you want to do is a bit annoying. I mean, at least as it wasn't hidden in this menu, as it was down here, you could at least look for a thing that you want to make out of it. And try to find something that makes a good amount of biomass. Move this over, then other way around. Is this going to be fine? I have no clue. Oh, you're shitting me. Yeah, make these 40 in your pockets. Also, is this going to be fast enough? Yeah, it's definitely going to be fast enough. And I think the correct ratio is something like 10:1 for wood. So all of these will go into one of these. For now. And you make carbon dioxide out of it. And then we have these carbon dioxide pipe over here. There we go. At least with this chromium will be going again. Even though it will be going super slowly. But at least it will be going again. But yeah, we would need so much more out of these. To make this a viable setup with the wood, I think we would need something like, I think 40 of these. Intertooth! My good friend! 58 of you magnificent bastards. How are you all doing? Big shout out to Intertooth. With a double H. And you're placing Factorio. Factorio Boyd and Supertoe691, thank you very much for that follow. Welcome to my Pyanodon's mess. Everything is chaotic because Supertoes, because there's just so much stuff we can do. So much stuff we can do. It's a little bit confusing here and there at some points, but I found the very best technology in this whole thing. And it starts with explosive. And no, it's not explosives. It is explosive diarrhea. That's an actual technology in the game. I love it. Yeah, welcome to the Pi mess. I haven't played Pi before. I already tried to build with a good distance out of each other and still turned out like this absolute mess of a base. What's Pyanodon's about? Well, it's mainly about alien life, setting up farms, making stuff, but also big convoluted production chains. As you can probably see over here, this is making rubber. It starts down here by making sap, then we make some lime, then we make some, what is this? We're making rubber out of it, yes. No, latex even, latex. And then we're making rubber out of it over here. And everything is, yeah, it's going. However, we did do some fun stuff already. Yesterday, as you can see in the title, because I didn't change the title, we implemented our own vanilla LTN-like system, and it was simpler than I thought it would be. I thought I would be having like tons of these, but only the depot requires 4 of them. And every station actually only requires one arithmetic combinator. And with these and some signal logic that's in the stations and in the trains, you can make a vanilla LTN system. It's super amazing. And how does it work? More trains, yes, more trains. Also, we're going 1-1 trains because 1-1 trains are fun. And how does it work? Well, it's basically delivery based. If you check you will always have something like a main network line going from A to B to C to D. And if you check these, you will see that there is a iron plate and a green number behind it. This means that there are 64 deliveries available. A single delivery is a full container. We're only doing full containers. So we will have a second system in place at some point where we will be doing custom deliveries, where we would be having multiple items in the thing. But the first system we're making is full delivery only. And these trains, they are sitting in the depot and they're waiting. And what are they waiting for? Well, they are waiting for a requester to pop open. And only if we have a provider open and a requester open, one of these trains, only one of them, will pop out. If we have 2 requesters and 2 providers open, 2 trains will go out. If we have 2 requesters open and 1 provider, only 1 train will go out. And it works like a charm. I still have to try it out in a little bit of a bigger system. This is only like its own little mini system, mini environment. And at some point we are going to roll it out into our base. Currently these train systems we have running, these are these super simple things with go there, full cargo, empty cargo, just to get stuff around. But the bigger the space gets, the more complicated stuff gets, and we will have to expand our train network everywhere, which is a thing we're going to do soon. And currently we are, well, we fixed this one up. Then you came in, and then I kind of forgot what I wanted to do. As always. We always also have this big-ass robot mall over here, which is already at the edge of its own radar. So we will have to place a radar in there soon, again. And this is where we're making all the stuff that we can be placing down. Not even all the stuff. This is maybe like... Freaky is the correct name. Thank you for that follow, my friend. And this is the big-ass robo mall we are having. Currently, on my note sheet down here, I have a plan for a new power plant. Because our old power plant is sitting over here. And Lemarias, thank you very much for that follow. This is our current power plant. It's running on coal, tar, and whatever these are making. And this is still a very early recipe. This is also a very wasteful recipe. We're wasting most of the resources that are coming in just to keep this thing going. And I want to switch it up. I want to make coke with the better recipe, which we are already doing over here. Over here we have a coke plant that makes tons of coke. Compared to the coke plant we have over here that makes just a bit of coke. But this is also making tons and tons of tar. Now, we could still, that's maybe a thing, we could maybe also just import the tar and keep this going as it is. And make a tar and coke-based system out of it. That's maybe probably the thing we're going to do. And continue using this as our power generator and upgrade it to the next level and the level thereafter once they come available. That's probably even the better thing, because we do have some tar pits around. We have some crude oil down here. I do want to give it its own dedicated tar supply. That's more crude oil. That's more crude oil. I think tar is over here. Yes, there's another tar supply over here. We have also this tar field over there, and that could probably be a good thing. The alternative, and probably the better way of doing stuff, would be using the oil to make a oil and coal power-based plant, which would be making a tremendous amount of power, but that would require a completely different setup. I was also thinking about going syngas over here. Then also we also have all this flue gas over here. We could still get more out of the system. Yeah, there's, well, like I said, there is like a ton of stuff you can do in PyMods. And sometimes I just sit there and think about, and then I sit here in my crawdad and think about the stuff I can be building and go like, yeah, we are going to do this. Speaking of this, there is this. Oh wait, this is lead ore. This is not coke. I'm also pretty amazed that this coal field is still going. Also, I need a drink at some point. Actually, I should take a drink. I've already been streaming for an hour and 45 minutes. I'll just take a quick break, like 2-3 minutes, and I'll be right back with a drink and a bathroom break, and then we will continue. So I'll just let it up running as here, and then I'll be right back. See you around.